now, 90% of the income that I earn today is from that one contact
Wow, that's awesome.
and from
So
working for free. I ended up going on vacation in 2017 when I finally said goodbye to the boss.
yes.
No respect, man. I still respect you, Mr. Boss, but you know, but I ended up going on vacation and I met somebody while on my vacation who was doing the exact same thing that like I was wanting to get into, and like he was already way down the path. And I was like, wow, like this feels like it's meant to be. And one of the big things that he was doing at the time was Facebook marketing. And he was buying ads on Facebook, and he was doing incredibly well, like just crushing it. And so I was like, okay, I got to go into Facebook ads now. And so then I bought a Facebook ads course and learned Facebook ads, and then just kind of grew from there. I started running Facebook ads for people, and yeah, man, it's just you can't underestimate the value of learning. You like it's so important.
100%. So you started with Google Ads with that first customer who you were building websites for over the Falls tour, and then you did the Google Ads. You met a good contact. I'm sure he's probably a mentor of yours now.
Yeah,
and
we'll talk about that if you want, man. If you want to go down.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. So that mentor, I don't know, because I think it's one of the questions, man. I don't want to skip the queue here, but that mentor, I want to learn, right? And I remember I took him out for lunch one day. Actually, more like he took me out. But man, anybody listening, don't be afraid to ask people things. Like, don't be afraid to ask somebody out for dinner. Honestly, I did that. I was like, hey man, can we like would you mind if I took you out for lunch and I just picked your brain? Nice. So I did this while I'm on my vacation, right? And he agreed. He's like, yeah, absolutely. And I'm thinking like, man, this like super well off entrepreneur is willing to meet with me. And like, I'm just grinding it out here. Like I'm lucky if I can get a paycheck for next month. Right. But he agreed. And we sat down and man, I picked his brain, kind of like what you're doing with me right now, but we were in person. Nice. And man, I just asked him like question after question after question. And we got to the end of our conversation and I was like, okay, man, like, what do I got to do? Like, what can I do to be coached by you? Right. Like, what do I got to do to be like one of your students, whatever. And he's like, well, I typically charge $10,000 an hour for coaching. I was like, I fell off my chair. I was like, what? Yeah. Like, I've been sitting with you for like an hour and a half. Like, how much do I owe you? Yeah. Like, we're at a place called the Cracker Barrel in the US. And it's like, our meal might've been like $30.
Yeah. You weren't expecting that answer.
No, I wasn't at all. But he was like, you know what? He's like, typically what I like to do sometimes is just do like an internship. Like, he's like, the best way to learn is to just kind of be over somebody's shoulder and learning it step by step. He's like, for anyone who's wondering, an internship is an unpaid time at a company. All right. And I was like, man, I'll do it. I was like, I want to learn from the best. And this guy works with like top names in the industry, like big, like Fortune 500 companies, works with big time entrepreneurs. And I'm like, I want to learn from the best. And because I want to learn from the best, I'm willing to work for free. I will do it. I was like, I'll work for free. I was like, I'll do whatever it takes to learn what you know. And he's like, all right. He's like, I'll keep you in mind. That's what he told me. I'll keep you in mind.
Of course.
And so, bro, I went home. And I was all energized from our conversation. And I was like, man, I'm going to learn more. And I did, man. I just started studying more and trying to get involved more into the marketing world, trying to grow my business. And I remember I was at the gym one day and I was listening to all his podcasts too, man. Like I was just like visualizing like this thing is going to happen. Right. And I was at the gym, I'm working out, just finished listening to his podcast, and I get a text message. It's from my friend in Florida. And he was like, hey, bro, he's like, remember we talked a couple months back about doing an internship? He's like, we're looking to bring someone on right now. You interested? And I was like, absolutely.
Yes.
That's awesome. Bro, I'll tell you right now, 90% of the income that I earn today is from that one contact.